Hello System Masters, my System Marceau here and welcome for another video. Today I would just like to talk to you about Sony PlayStation's future plans. You might or might not have heard this, but PlayStation intends to launch at least 10 live service games by March 2026. And so this is huge because, as you all know, Sony PlayStation has always been focusing on single player experiences, open world, narrative games, sometimes called movie games, but quality games. We have to admit, even those like me who love Xbox and Nintendo and all that, PlayStation games usually are high quality. The problem is they don't release them. They don't have a lot of releases per year. They have like 2, 3 huge AAA games, but usually they are very high quality games. Even God of War, that I'm not a huge fan of, I have to admit that it's quality. There's no bugs in it. It's well made. Maybe you don't like it. Like I do not like that particular one, but like the others, the Uncharted games, Horizon, Death Stranding, etc., etc. Usually they're quality games. Insomniac as well. All right, so this is a huge change for Sony PlayStation, and there's a misconception too that I will show you. Here we have DreamcastGuy, Max, talking about this, being very disappointed by all of it, which I'm completely on his side. It's very bad news for Sony. But then he saw double first-party game revenue by fiscal year 25, and him and a lot of others think that this might be good news. Let's take a listen, and then we'll discuss.
Projects. Like, this is the weirdest one, but there is a bright side to this that I feel like is very often being overlooked, which is this line right here at the very end. Double their first party game revenue by fiscal year 2025. Now, what that's basically saying is that in the next 3 years, they want to be selling double the amount of games. Now, in my mind, what this means is two separate things at once. They want to probably make a lot more PlayStation 5s, that way people are able to buy more PlayStation 5 games. Duh, that's pretty apparent. But the other half of this comes down to the fact that clearly they want more exclusive games.
All right, we're not going to listen to this whole thing, but so you heard what he's saying. He's like, duh, clearly. No, not duh, and not clearly. They do not want to double the first party games exclusives, to double their revenue, because the keyword here, as you can see, is revenue. And I will just show you now the proof of what I'm saying. This is an official picture from Sony PlayStation's last financial meeting. And as you can see, we have the full games here. The package ones are in orange, and then we have in green here, we have the digital games bought. So we're around five something billion dollars, right? 4.6 plus 8, 5, yeah, let's say $5.5 billion. But do you see here the problem? And Sony PlayStation does not have a lot of games with the microtransactions right now, which is very good, and it's one of their big arguments against all the other manufacturers, especially Xbox, is that they have less live services games. Like Halo 2, I'm really not a fan of its multiplayer, by the way. I love Halo, huge mega fan, but it's live service Infinite, right? I'm really not happy about that. I'll make another video about it. But here, even that, in that current status, you can see that Sony PlayStation has $8 billion revenue during the year 2021, just with microtransactions, add-ons, DLC, etc., which is basically microtransactions. So how they can increase this if that is only with more live service games. So this is what it means, Max here, and all other people that think, oh, the good news is we're gonna double our exclusives. No, 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 no. This is why they bought Bungie, because they want Bungie to explain to all the other developers how to make bank by making live service games. So if you're a Sony fanboy, Sony PlayStation fan, or anything like that, you love your PlayStation basically, if I were you, I would start screaming, because whether I like PlayStation or not in the current state that they are, I still think that they have good exclusives, and it would be sad to see them go microtransactions. Really, really, and I don't want this trend to also get Microsoft and Nintendo to start doing more of it. So if we can get the grass under our feet, that would be great. So if I were you guys, I would really insist on PlayStation to not go that way, because not only is it not good for the consumers, but they would be last to try and get into that trend, and it's not going to work out for them. It's not. People are going to be pissed, like people are pissed with NFTs. And if you hear that the next Last of Us is a live service game, or the next Uncharted, or the next Death Stranding, or whatever, I don't think you guys are going to be very pleased, and it's not going to be good for them. But they don't realize that now, because as all corporations, they always want to make more money. So yeah, I don't think they see what's waiting for them when they go that route, because what they see is this chart, and this chart is telling them, hey, if we do more live service, we're gonna make more money, which is true in the short term. But then when the console sales start dropping because people are pissed, then this whole pie down the road will drop too. They don't realize that. So for the benefit of all, if I were you guys, I would start saying something. So this is what I wanted to clarify here for a lot of people that don't seem to realize that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. Either way, I'm seeing you guys in the next video. Bye guys.